We're gonna put Bart in the daycare. Fine, we'll reserve Bart for you. This woman's a bitch, isn't she? Doesn't she say something that's like a dick? She's like a bit of a dick. Yeah, she's like, fine.
Come again. Bitch.
What a bitch. You're watching ChimiCheebers, everyone. I mean, what a not nice person, sorry, father. You're watching ChimiCheebers, everyone. On today's episode of Pokemon Emerald, we're gonna cry and get to the next village. Do you remember?
I do.
It's a callback.
That was a good callback, that.
Throw it up. No, what are we actually gonna cry and do in this episode?
Well, we're gonna train a little bit more.
Yes.
Defeat all these trainers that are just around the gym, and then we're gonna fight the gym afterwards.
Ooh, yes!
So first it's these two twins.
Oh god, I hate them. But I do kinda like their black.
Shut up, Meg!
Oh, nice Family Guy reference.
That's terrible, I'm sorry.
Have you seen...
Hey, look, it's her from Cocktail.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen... Have you ever seen...
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'll stop now.
Right. Have you ever seen the USA version of The In-Betweeners?
Yes. It's line for line, word for word the exact same, but it's American.
And they've done, like... Because I was like... I watched the whole series, like, probably like a year or just over a year ago. And it was like, And I thought, well, I'm really going to actually sit down and compare both the English one to the American one to see exactly what is different. And I realised the American one... I'm going to actually hopefully do a video about this on my own channel at some point. And one other thing the American one does that I hate, they have really, really loud music all the time. The English one used music, but it would turn it down if someone was speaking or just not have scenes without music at all. The American one, it's got this one song that goes dun 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 dun, and it's playing every single time they like go into a scene, and even when someone's talking, it's just there. And it's driving me crazy. I just want them to stop with the loud music, and it's... So yeah, that's my thoughts on the American In-Betweeners, presented by me. And hopefully you will be seeing that stuff featured on my channel at some point. If I may do some self-advertising, though no one's going to see it, I also did a recent video where I did it in the style of I Hate Everything, and I talk about the Roses Are Red meme, and it's doing pretty well, actually.
Is it?
It's approaching 300 views.
Ooh.
Like, it's, you know, well for me, basically. It's still going up daily, like...
Not quite well for your best friend Jennifer, who's got thousands of fans.
Oh yeah, thousands of fans for her lyrics videos, where she had to use a calculator to do the timing right.
What?
She didn't know how to, like, do the timing right, so she had to use a calculator or something. I'm not sure, that's what she told me.
I like how we insult everybody on this, and everybody hates us afterwards.
Yeah, basically.
Like, Ben loves us now.
Ben,
like, I think we said before, I didn't even realise Ben still watched us, but he loves us now, completely, 100%.
Definitely.
When King Clarky put, seriously, dickheads, or something of that nature.
Bart doesn't watch any of our stuff, does he?
I don't know, doesn't he?
Has Bart made a video since his, like, Dark Souls one, where he's sort of half in, half out?
Half in, half out what?
Half in, out, half... He's... I use that term because he doesn't go... Rather than settling on either being... That was horrible English. Rather than settling on being really enthusiastic or being really, really monotone and dry, he kind of goes half in, half out, which means he sounds like he's bored and half asleep. And it's something that's hard because you've got to, like, I've had that problem with my reviews where I've got to decide, do I want to be like, this show is great for all these blah, 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 or have I got to be like, this show is an absolute dire piece of shit and I hate it, and I've had to decide what kind of attitude do I want to adopt. I mean, on ChimiCheebers I'm more of my natural self, like the politeness goes away and I get more of my... I mean, I don't know how posh I sound to you in general speech, but I know that I slur more on ChimiCheebers. Yeah.
Well, you do have multiple takes to do it on your own channel.
Well, oh god, I hate recording for my own channel, because there'll be a line which has some awkward sibilance, or I had to say this half-assed attempt at it.
This half-assed attempt at it.
Attempt at it.
Attempt
and there's
at
so
it.
many. And when you just listen to it, you see, well, from this half-assed attempt at it, and it just sounds like that, and it's hard to.
It's hard to tell a half-assed attempt at it.
Yeah, it's recording stuff. I like envy how natural and good people. I hate everything. Odd Ones Out. Other people sounds in their videos. Because they like have a good voice, and they don't have to they don't sound like they're like stressing or they're syllable like consonants. Because in my speech, because of where I'm from, I don't always pronounce the T. I don't like stress it. So, for example, I'm not saying I don't. I'm saying I don't. Because and using a guttural stop, and that's a very common thing because I'm from up north. Even though I have more of a sort of southernness in my voice than other people, I still, lose things, so I won't say, I'd like some water. I might say, oh, can I have just a bottle of water, please? Blah, blah, blah. And it means when I then become conscious of that, because I'm like, should I be saying this? So let's say I deliver a line, I'm like, this is the worst thing in the history of anything ever. Have I got to say, this is the worst thing in the history of anything ever? Or have I got anything ever? Or have I got to say, this is the worst thing in the history of anything ever? Look, I hate it. It's really terrible. It's hard, man. I'm hard, man.
Yeah, I can tell from over here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about. Have you right? There's this show that both my sister and my dad were getting at me to watch. It's called Naked Attraction. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's a game show, like a dating show.
Yeah.
In which someone is brought out and they're revealed a bit by a person. So like starting from like here to then there to then there.
Completely nude.
Yeah. And it's there. They talk about things they like, and they eliminate a person each round. And then after they've revealed their face, it does voice, and then
that sounds so judgmental and narcissistic.
What it is? Oh, damn! This person's is that Misty?
No, it's Trainer Maria.
I like a Dojuro. Can we get a Dojuro at some point?
If I can find where they come from.
Get a Dojuro and have it have Tri-Attack.
Yeah, I will.
But anyway, Naked Attraction. It's what it is, they're trying to strip kind of all the fashion things. So, like, you know how people have like they wear a certain type of clothes, or they style their hair, so etc.
Yeah.
It's like trying to strip all that and go to what you'll get, at like the end of like a date.
Yeah.
Maybe, and go to like the most bare basic thing. So you just look at them purely as like which is like. I've watched 2 episodes. I watched one episode which my sister made me watch, and I watched another one out of curiosity because on the first one I'd only seen girls, and I wanted to see what the guy version would be like.
What? So a naked guy?
Yeah, I wanted to see what people would say about the guys and stuff. And
I assume they'd be less up for it. I don't know. Like guys see a naked girl and like, oh, girls see a naked guy and they're not like, oh. They're like,
yeah, it was weird. So what they did is the first episode I watched, they had a gay girl with a bunch of other girls, and then they had a straight guy with a bunch of other girls. Then the other episode I watched, they had a straight girl with a bunch of guys and a gay guy with a bunch of guys. And out of all of them, the one I liked the most and felt most comfortable
was the gay guy.
Watching, was the gay guy. It seemed the most like wholesome and not narcissistic and judgmental and shitty.
Yeah.
Because like. I don't know. Yeah.
I got a number.
I'm like dying here. Because I don't know what it's just. I think it's just the things he had to say about. Because of course, with like the female ones, I wouldn't ever be looking from the perspective of if I was a girl in that class. I'm someone from an outsider, so I'm of course making things about. Okay, well, this person looks like this, blah blah blah. So with the guy one, I wanted to see what it'd be like, if I was a guy being judged by someone, and the girl that was judging was kind of not nice because she was like, oh, I'm someone who likes to go for the bit of the player boyish boys, and I've had quite a few relationship problems. She was dating a guy who was also dating 4 other girls. No,
what a guy!
And it's like, well, you bitch, stop dating dickheads.
Yeah.
But then
They don't seem to understand that.
So then they go through all the thing, and then she finds this guy who's who's quite quirky and quite sort of interesting. He was a bit weird. He had lots of tattoos and also a piercing on his dingle, which was a bit weird. But yeah. So they met up and that stuff. And then at the end of the day, she was like they did like the weeks later. It's like so he was like yeah, the date was fun. Haven't talked that much. She's like yeah, and she seemed like she didn't want to then see him again after that. Like he wasn't a dick enough for her.
Yeah, and that is a thing. That is a common problem in this day and age. Girls who are like, "You're too nice for me."
I mean, like
you're too nice.
It's like it. But she was also, the comments she'd make.
You're too nice.
I don't know if it was just like her attitude or some of the comments she made. I think I just couldn't relate to her view that much. The gay guy was just really nice and really, like, the things he talked about seemed fair, and he never seemed like he was really judgmental on someone for like. Because there was this quite large guy, this quite sort of largest.
I know what you mean. He's fat,
chubby guy, and stuff. And he was on there, and it's not like he ever said, "Oh, I want to eliminate this person because he's too fat for me."
Yeah.
In the end, he eliminated him because he wasn't too keen on how he had his body hair, which was quite a lot of it everywhere. And I thought he was completely fair.
He might like the chubs.
You what?
He might like the chubs. He might have a thing for chubs.
Yeah, and plus the guy he went for had this really huge birthmark on his hand. And who's like, it's like, because they always do like, what do you like most about yourself, what do you like least? And he was like, what I like least is I've got this birthmark on my hand. And the gay guy was like, oh, that's not a problem, and stuff. And then they got on really well, and I don't know, it was just super, they were just nice. And the girl, they reveal the people. Each time, like, they had, there was a black guy with a rather large appendage. I mean, it's weird because like that's not exactly helping the stereotype, is it?
Well, I mean, the largest on average, like nationwide average, it's like Ghana or Nigeria or something. The largest, and the smallest is China or Japan or North Korea.
I think I've heard it was North Korea. I mean, again, I don't know how true those statistics are, but they always had the black guy with this like.
Massive schlingadinger that he likes to wacky tobacco in his own face.
And stuff. And of course, you can show a flaccid penis on British television, but you can't show an erect penis.
Oh.
That's a fact. So of course they're there, and they're all like, and stuff.
I want like a dubstep synced up to that.
And like, so the girl came along, she's like, oh, I'm instantly drawn to yellow. And it's like, yeah.
Oh, they'd be like colours.
Yeah, what about, and she's like, yeah, what about yellow? I was like, oh, he's got quite a large one. She's like, oh, do you like a large one? It's like, oh, yeah, who doesn't? The gay guy, who's like, who's looking at quite a few people, and was like, oh, he's sort of a good size. So like, do you like a large one? He's like, honestly, it's what you do with it. I've had bad experiences with someone with a large one. It's like, what happened? It's like, oh, we had to break up in the end and stuff. And it's like, it seemed less showy.
Yeah.
Okay, like, this is a big...
He's basically saying all girls are sluts.
No, this is a big topic about the men.
That we should cover in the next episode.
Probably, God, it's been going on a little too long.
ChimiCheebers.
I feel like I have a point to make on this, but anyway, whatever.
Maybe next time.
Next time, the next episode. Bye.
I'll get my massive schlong in your bong.
Look at this black guy's penis.